What's good, Commanders fans? I hope everybody had a great weekend and happy Monday. I just wanted to do my roster prediction for the running back room. Which 3 or 4 running backs will make the roster? Now, I think last year it was 4 guys. So it was Jeremy McNichols, of course, Eckler, of course, B-Rob, Eckler, McNichols, and who was it? Who was it? Was it 4? I think it was 4. I really do. I think it was 4. Let me do my research real quick and make sure I'm correct though. So it was B-Rob, Eckler, and Jeremy McNichols. I think Chris Rodriguez was on the practice squad. Michael Wiley was on the practice squad as well. I think they kept 3 last year. Now I think they're gonna keep 4. I think they're gonna keep 4 running backs this year. There's just too many guys, and they love Jeremy McNichols with a passion. So I highly doubt them. Doubt they cut Jeremy McNichols. Now this is gonna be a quick video, so I do want to talk. I'll quickly talk about Noah Brown here real quick. So Noah Brown, he did have his camp on Friday. There were some fans. There was a fan that did take a picture of Noah Brown sitting down signing autographs. So I think it's another good sign. I think if it was a major injury, they would have announced it right before. They would have announced it. It's been longer than a week now. When was OTAs? Like it was last week or something like that. So they would have announced if it was an ACL. Rappaport or Schefter or Jordan Schultz now would have gotten word of an ACL or a torn MCL or something like that. So I don't think it's anything significant. Of course, we still don't know for sure what the injury was. He did not post a video of him running around. If you were at the camp, please comment down below. I know it's in Mount Olive, and I know a lot of people don't really live out there in New Jersey, New York area, wherever it is. So just let me know if you were there in attendance or if you were that guy that took that photo with Noah Brown and got the autograph. You could definitely comment down below and let me know. But, he probably was walking on because nobody who was there was like, oh, he was on crutches or he was on or had a crutch or his had a knee brace on or anything like that. Nobody did comment that in the picture. Even though he was sitting down, if he had a knee brace on or crutches or something like that, people would definitely announce that. So I think that is good news, and he may be ready for day 1 of training camp, which is in July 22nd, I believe. So that's good news for Noah Brown. So that means we don't have to go out there and sign another receiver or anything like that. I do like Amari Cooper. I do like Amari Cooper a lot. Keenan Allen, honestly, I wouldn't have been mad at that at them signing that. Or if they would have just stood pat and believed in Luke McCaffrey developing, believing in Jalen Lane in his rookie season, that he's going to have a strong impact. Once again, it's very hot this week, guys, too, so please drink your water. Be cool, all that good stuff. But Jalen Lane, Luke McCaffrey, Michael Gallup, once again, he has a hamstring that he's dealing with right now, so they believe in Chris Moore, Ja'Cory Brooks, one of those guys to step up and help out Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel. So, and when Noah Brown went down last year, we found guys that stepped up last year in the Lions game. Other receivers, Olamide Zaccheaus, those guys are gone now. But other receivers did step up, and Jaden Daniels made guys better. So the great thing is, if a guy does go down, knock on wood, we do have a quarterback that can maximize Jalen Lane's talent. And if Jaden Daniels and Luke McCaffrey, if they can get on the same page, I really think Luke McCaffrey can definitely have a sophomore leap. They just weren't on the same page. He got a lot of separation last year, but there were times where either Jaden overthrew him or just something weird would happen where they just wouldn't connect for the most part. So hopefully those guys can get on the same page. So, all right, so let's just look at the running back room outlook overall. You guys know how I feel about B-Rob. I'll be doing a training camp battle or roster cut prediction series. I'll be doing a position by position before we get to training camp. Maybe by the end of this month, I'll be done doing all the positions. It's only like 3 or 4 or 5 positions I'm going to do as far as roster prediction wise. I'm not going to do a 53-man roster for the full thing. We're just going to break it down position by position. So be prepared for those videos. Just something to talk about. And like I said, comment down below videos if you guys want to talk about. I guess we'll do a mailbag this year because we do have a long way to go until training camp with nothing happening. And I doubt we sign anybody or anything like that until training camp starts. So, all right. We're not even working on XFL guys, which I'm disappointed about too. I'm disappointed we haven't worked on any XFL guys, but we just don't have the roster space. We're going to have to cut somebody to sign an XFL guy. All 90 roster spots are already taken, and I don't really see anybody being released or anything like that unless we bring in like a pass rusher or something like that, like Jadeveon Clowney or Za'Darius or Von Miller or Matt Judon, one of those guys. So, all right. So running back room outlook. So I did want to. I looked at some numbers, and I don't want to bash B-Rob too much. He did say he's held when he's well, so we'll see if he's well this year. And I'm rooting for the best for him. I'm a B-Rob fan. I'm a B-Rob supporter and all that stuff. But I just want to see better at the running back position. Now, last year he had 799 rushing yards, 8 rushing touchdowns, which was 13th, which is pretty good. Yards per attempt, 23rd, which is bottom tier, bottom half of the league. 2 fumbles, which is not bad. 29 forced missed tackles on a year, which was 33rd, which is pretty below average. Explosive runs of 10 plus yards or more, which he had 19, which was 25th, which was below average. 7 forced missed tackles on a year, which was 34th, which is worse than below average. These are his rankings among running backs. So I'm giving context on why we need to improve in the running back position. Most likely next year, JaCorey Cross-Merritt may take majority of the snaps by the second half of the year when B-Rob typically gets burnt out by like game 7, game 8. First half of the year, B-Rob is awesome. The Cardinals game, the Giants game, the Panthers game, Panthers, Giants, Cardinals. He was a dog. And even the touchdown he scored in the Browns game where we blew them out, that was a tough run too. So first half year of B-Rob is what I'm talking about. But second half year of B-Rob, and he's never had a season over 700 something yards. His highest season was 799, which like you're next to Jaden Daniels, you got to get more yards than that. I get it, he missed games and stuff like that, but we just need more explosiveness. And I'm looking at, so I don't want to compare college stats to pro stats, but I'm gonna have to. You look at JaCorey Cross-Merritt in 2023, 6.3 yards per carry, which was 6th in college. 3.98 yards per carry after contact, which was 8th in college. 92.5 rushing grade, which was 5th. 134.8 elusive rating, which was 6th out of all the college running backs. 64 missed tackles forced, which was 16th. 64 missed tackles forced in college in the 2023 season where he played before he got suspended, compared to B-Rob having 7 forced missed tackles. It's hard to believe that B-Rob only has 7 forced missed tackles last year. And I don't know if I agree with that stat per PFF. But, that's just the number they came up with. So we got to go with it. And JaCorey Cross-Merritt has 64. That's insane. 64 forced missed tackles. It's a lot of forced missed tackles. 92.7 overall grade as well. So we'll see if it translates to the NFL. I think it will. But, of course, a rookie, you can only expect so much. And then a 41.5-inch vertical, which was elite, 40-yard dash, 4.45 elite. And then he had a 60-yard run in OTAs, which, once again, I'm not going to get hyped up about an OTA run. But everybody who was there was very impressed. And then he was the fastest guy in practice as well. So JaCorey Cross-Merritt, of course, will make the roster. Definitely have some positive hopes for him. And then he won the East-West Shrine Bowl MVP as well after not playing. Only had 1 game and sat out that whole time. And the 1 game he plays in, he was the MVP. So that speaks volumes for me as well. 87 yards with 2 touchdowns for JaCorey Cross-Merritt. And he has fresh legs after not playing, only playing 1 year as well. So you got to look at that way as well. And then Michael Wiley, I don't have him making the roster, even though Anthony Lynn said some really good things about Michael Wiley. I don't have him making the roster. I don't have Chris Rodriguez making the roster. I don't. It's a numbers game. And unfortunately, he's always on the outside looking in. I really wish he could find somewhere else in the NFL where he could get more of an opportunity. Probably will never be a number 1 back, but at least like a number 2 back somewhere. But it's just not going to happen here. When you already have B-Rob, you already have Austin Eckler, you drafted a guy in JCM, and they love Jeremy McNichols. Like, he's just the odd man out. Like, I would have get like that Falcons game. I was like, bro, like he needs to get more carries than B-Rob. He did. He had a 90.1 run grade against the Falcons. Oh, no. He had an 81.4 PFF grade against the Falcons on December 30th. He had a 90.1. So this is the stat for Chris Rodriguez last year on 35 attempts last year. He had a 90.1 run grade, which was 6th. That's 3.91 yards after contact per attempt, which was 3rd in the NFL for guys with a minimum of 35 attempts. And then a 0.39 missed tackles forced per attempt, which was 2nd in the NFL for guys who had 35 carries or more. He only had 35 carries last year. He only had 35. He had 35 carries for 173 yards, 4.9 yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns. And I think he caught. No, I don't think he had a receiving touchdown last year, but he had the receiving catch. The reception against the Falcons last year where he was like jumped over, hurdled somebody, and then he juked 2 guys on the running touchdown. So like he deserves more of an opportunity somewhere. I just don't think it's going to be here with Eckler here. If Eckler retired last year, maybe he would have gotten an opportunity. But with Eckler coming back after the concussions, it's just like the room is just too full. It's too full. And that's the thing. Like, people wanted to sign Nick Chubb and wanted to sign, who's the other running back? Nick Chubb. And then who was the other guy that was available? J.K. Dobbins. But it's like, our room is so full already. So it's like, if you're bringing in J.K. or Nick Chubb, hypothetically speaking, they're already signed. It's like, you got to cut somebody. It's like, you got too many backs that are productive. Like, all our backs are productive. Nobody's elite. That's the only thing. We just don't have any elite running back. We don't have an elite running back on the team at the moment. We have good running backs, but nobody's elite. I think that's fair to say. Eckler's, of course, going to make it. McNichols, like I said, I have 4 backs. So B-Rob, Eckler, McNichols, and Ja'Cory Cross-Kemerer are the 4 running backs that I have making the roster. Hopefully Ja'Cory takes the torch at the end of the year. If he doesn't, it's fine. Like, if B-Rob gets 1,000 yards, I'll be the happiest man on earth. I'll be the happiest guy, because that means, like, if he gets 1,000 yards, if he has 1,000-yard season, then we're definitely going to win like 11 and 12 games. That's just how I feel. I feel like, and I know his success is not tied to our wins, but it is, because we want to run the football. Because everybody wants Jayden Daniels to have 30 touchdown passes, 4 touchdown passes. That's not really our identity, what we're trying to do. Like, Jayden can do that. He can go in there and air the ball out if he wants to. Like, we saw what he did against the Falcons, what he did against the Lions in the playoffs, what he did against the Eagles throwing 5 touchdown passes. He certainly can do that. But we want to run the football. Like, that's what we really want to do. That's our identity, is running the football. Time of possession, converting on 4th downs and whatnot. That's what we like to do. But we can score quickly and fast in a hurry. Like, we can change the pace and up-tempo and all kinds of stuff. Like, we have so many ways that we can, hurt you offensively. But we really want to run the football. And once again, Jayden Daniels should not be leading the team in rush yards. If he has to, it is what it is. But I do want one of the running backs, mainly B-Rob or JCM, to step up and lead the team in rushing. That's what I would like to see, and take the pressure off of Jayden Daniels, because Jayden almost had 1,000 yards. He had 891 rushing yards last year and 6 rushing touchdowns. All right, so that's really it. Michael Wiley, once again, I think he'll be on the practice squad. Do we have any other running backs I'm not forgetting about? Demetric Felton. I do like him a lot. I really do. I wish he could get play. Like, there's so many good guys on the team that just are not going to get an opportunity, because we have so many guys. Like, I like Demetric Felton a lot. He played on the Browns. He went to UCLA. He's another UCLA guy, tied to Adam Peters a little bit here. Casimir Allen, he's not going to make the roster. He's going to be on the practice squad. And then I think the other guy, Keegan Jones, I don't think he made the roster after the rookie minicamp tryout. I like him a lot too. Like, there's a lot of guys that are quick, speedy, elusive, can make something shake and make something happen. Like, I do like our running back room. We just need somebody elite in there, and maybe JCM does emerge to be that elite guy. So you guys let me know what you guys think. I think we keep 4. I think we keep 6 receivers. I'll talk about the receivers later this week. But I think we keep 4 backs. B-Rob, Eckler, McNichols, and JCM will make the roster. So, all right, you guys. That's all. And McNichols had a good season. Like, he had the 2 touchdowns against the Cardinals. Like, he had some good moments. He had 4.7 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns on the year. And he had 261 rushing yards. So, like, he had a solid. And Eckler had some good runs too. Like, the run against the Browns, the run against the Giants. He had 2 touchdowns, I believe, against the Steelers. So he had some really good moments throughout the season too, as a receiver, as a kick returner. Probably won't be doing kick returns this year, but he had some good moments. And he missed time. He played in 12 games. Like, imagine if he would have played in all 17. Like, he would have been more impactful on the season. But he came back for the playoffs, which was great. And he had a big catch against the Buccaneers and a nice run against the Buccaneers that set us up in field goal range to win the game. And the Lions game, he had a couple good plays too. So he had that terrible fumble against the Eagles. So not all of that was his fault. But like I said, I like the running back room. I don't love it, but I really, really, really do like this running back room. We have a lot of talent. there. So, all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. As always, Hello Commanders. Peace.